Well, welcome back to Phantom Brigade. It's been a little bit of a break since I last recorded a session. I've been away. If you haven't been subscribed to the channel or on Discord, some stuff came up. I had to go and visit some family, but I'm back. And I am ready to get going again with this campaign. I left it at quite an exciting moment. We are moments away from taking Ramah back over, and I'm kind of keen to jump back into it. Surprisingly, there hasn't been an update yet. I think they've missed the last update window. It's supposed to be the second Tuesday of the month. I may be misremembering that. It's been a while. So we're expecting an update for Phantom Brigade imminently, but let's get Ramah taken before then. Looking at our situation, we've got some badly damaged mechs. Just to remind ourselves, we've got Bucket of Bolts with the Plasma Launcher, which is insanity. Gerblin with her Action Shield, they've been doing a lot of great work. Alphone with their Beam and Shield, and the Blackbird with its insane massive beam laser. Now, one thing I'm looking at doing here is I'm stockpiling a whole load of supplies, because last time we took over a province, the enemy jumped up quite significantly in power level, and I was really far behind using the kit I'd used to take the last section. So what we're probably going to do is, once we've taken Ramah, we're going to look at upgrading everyone again. And at that point, I'm going to start looking into things like heat sinks and better gyros and stuff for our mechs to make them a lot more durable and basically just get ourselves going a lot better. But for now, let's get the time ticking on again. Let's get ourselves off overdrive. We really need to take one more location, and we've got this. Our threat level is currently 240. We're looking at some stuff going on here. There's 2 battles. So 2 objectives and a battle. We could help out in the battle site. That would get us some allies, and that's probably going to be enough to take the province. Or we could just try and take one of the objectives. This town and this base, though, are pretty strong. Of course, we have the whole bomb situation. I'm going to just keep dropping the bombs for now, because I think it's a bit silly to just keep picking them up. Hopefully, the next update fixes that problem. Otherwise, I'm going to have to maybe contact the support forum and see if they can edit the save file to stop it continually popping up with that message, because it is a little bit annoying. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. We are now fully repaired. Let's just get into overdrive mode. Let's hit this battle site. If we hit this before it runs out, 385 is going to be pretty tough, but I think we've got the team that can do it, and we will have home guard reinforcements. And yeah, this should be good. Again, I apologize for the pop-ups. I might try and edit them out. Oh no, they've been alerted to our presence, so there's nothing they can do about it. Alright, we're going to hit this battle now. Let's see what we've got to deal with. The contact of the Home Army said that while the Home Army is busy with a battalion elsewhere, they don't have enough mechs on the ground to deal with a pesky fire team. We're on top of them now, and as you just shouts from the front of the base. What do you want to do, boss? Up at us? We're ready to fight if you are. Okay, so we can block scans, which will reduce the enemy threat, which is pretty good. We go to radio for help. We've got 5 reputation. I want to keep building that up. Let's just level 7, 385. Do I want an easy fight? Let's keep the scan block just in case this doesn't win. It's because we popped up to escalation 3. Dropping it down to 220 would make life a lot easier. Let's just block the scans. Let's make sure, let's not take any risks here. Let's just go for it. A nice, easy, easing ourselves back into the campaign. We're dealing with 4 enemies. We've got 2 allies. This should be an easy win for our hard-bitten team of badass. Let's go. Got a lot of exciting stuff coming up as well. I know I missed the launch of Terra Invicta, but I'm still excited to play it. That'll be coming up. But let's focus on some Phantom Brigade. I'm really excited to see what's in the next update for this. I'm hoping with some more narrative updates for pilots and stuff. I do kind of miss the standard pilot portraits. I know the 3D portraits are more, give them more variety, but yeah. Alright, what are we looking at? What have we got for enemies? We have a mech here with a sniper rifle and a handgun, a tank here with a beam laser, that is a high value target. We've got an assault rifle tank, a machine gun tank, and a guy here with a heavy beam laser. No, that's a heavy minigun. Yeah, that's the old Bucket of Bolts style. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard to deal with. We'll beam laser him with the Blackbird, I'm thinking. So we'll jump the Blackbird up onto this hill, get the beam laser firing. Gerblin, you could maybe come up and take care of these 2 tanks. That would work quite well. And then you 2 focus on the beam laser tank. That's probably our starting point here. So if I jump you, get you to dash up to here, just give you better line of sight, get the beam laser firing, you're going to overheat like crazy. We'll just push it back a little bit. That should help with the overheat, I hope. You're going to take a little bit of damage, but he's not actually firing at anybody this turn. Oh, he's going to fire at you at the end of that. So they're going to be shooting at each other, I think. Is that right? Yeah, they're going to be shooting at each other. If I push this forward, then we're going to be shooting at him. We're risking the overheat, but we should hopefully be able to take him out before he fires. We'll get the Gerblin to dash forward twice, and then we'll get ready to do a melee attack. We've got 1 attack right here. It's going to cause an overheat. Let's just run forward then on the second one, because we've got time to do it. We'll do a melee attack there. That should clip him, and then we'll bring up here to attack the second tank. And while we're running here, we'll just get the shield up, because you're going to take a little bit of fire from the tank at the back. And then over here, plasma launcher is already in position. Let's just get it to launch there, because by the time he comes through there, I think one of them actually no. Better shout. Just looking at what the enemy's doing. We're going to move you to here, and we're going to fire the plasma cannon at him at the back. And then we're going to get you to dash forward. Oh, wait, we'll get you to dash up here. And then dash down, using this ground here as cover. Now, that's going to take you pretty close to the beam laser that's going to be firing at the Gerblin. But what I'm hoping is he's still going to be out of range. I forgot how short range this beam laser is. Let's actually just dash you to here, just covering this ground as quickly as possible. We don't need to worry too much about... so I want to step in front of it so we're firing the beam laser straight at him, but obviously I don't want to take the hit. We do have the shield. We could try and tank the beam if we wanted to. That's a really weird jump, by the way, that this is going to track. I'm quite interested to see how that plays out. Let's just fire the beam laser. I think the tracking is good enough that once he gets in range, you'll be able to just hit him. And we'll actually just fire that twice, because he's going to stop there, and that should definitely kill him. Alright, so we're splitting the team into, opening into an L, opening up 2 fire lanes, essentially, where they're combining each other. We just got to watch out for friendly fire crossovers on the Gerblin as it closes in with its action shield. You're going to fire your plasma launcher. In terms of the enemy, the allied tanks we have, we're going to tell them not to drive forward. That's just not going to use them, because they just get in the way and their guns aren't that exciting. Let's go with an execute. Oh, that decided to track. That's not good. I thought I'd ordered him to fire on the mech, but the plasma appears to have tracked the tank. The tank also, hilariously, if you watch the replay, this is a great moment in AI where we just fire the beam laser while we charge forward. It doesn't really replay very well, but the beam laser was fired for quite a long time just as it drove forward, which is not particularly exciting. Let's just check how things went over here as well. Normal speed. I have to rewind, don't I? It's a real shame about the sound. Yeah, that's good. That's a good hit. Okay, let's see how this has played out. You are pretty much dead. You are tanking that okay. This tank here actually survived that hit. They've almost knocked out the pilot. So we're just going to finish them off. Over here, this tank here is at 104% heat. And we've got this mech here. So what I want to do is just be careful. Let's get you... How are you doing for heat? We'll just get you to step back out of here because I don't want you to get hit by this plasma. I will just get another beam laser shot on him when he finishes moving. I'm actually tempted to get this guy to shoot at these tanks because they're not moving that much this turn. In fact, we're going to end up with 2 enemies clustered together over here. So if I get you to move to... That's a wait command. If I get you to move to up here and then fire a plasma shot at this mech, you've got a 0% chance to hit. He's just out of range. Okay. You're actually not doing too badly on heat, so let's get you to dash. Can I get you to dash up here and then run to about here? That also breaks line of sight on the beam tank, which is great. And then fire a plasma shot at him. That will finish him off if he survived. In the meantime, you... Can I get both of them with a melee attack? Not really. It's going to hit him. See if that hits. Come up here. Oh wait, you've still got a move command. That's what's making it awkward. Yeah, that's better. So that's going to hit him. I want to finish the tank off if we can. One of the nice things about, if you press control, you get the alternate melee indicator, and it does give you some other options. This is a target ground attack. But if I do that, I'll hit that tank. Oh, I'm going to overheat. That's fine about the slight overheating. Then what we'll do is we'll come around. Just get out of the way of that plasma, actually. Just step out of the way. And then you are going to be taking some damage here. So why don't I get you just to step behind cover here while you cool down. That's going to take you most of your turn, but I think you're going to be blocked. Yeah, you're going to block that. That should be good. Has everyone got orders apart from the tanks? Let's just cancel this. I will actually use the tanks here. I think it's a waste maybe not to use them at all. If I get you to drive up on top of this cliff, you can't get up there. That's a shame. I get you to drive around here. That would give you a shot next turn on the enemy mech and get you to maybe, could you get up? If you could drive to here. Oh, you've got a mini, you've got a machine gun. You are useless. All right, let's go. Tank's down. This tank here's knocked out. He's in cover. He's up to 111% heat. Okay, so the plasma is en route to this guy here. You have taken quite a bit of damage. We need to watch out for that. The pilot has taken quite a lot of damage. Let's just watch this replay again. There's a lot going on. So yeah, the melee attack went through okay. He was also firing at him. So he's taking a bit of damage and cooled down. He took a sniper rifle hit. Lost quite a lot of leg health. And let's just see how this went over here. He exploded. He snapped off his shot. He came up here and beam laser on him. Okay. So at the moment he's at incredibly high health. I think if we just keep the beam focused on him, he's going to go down. We just need to follow him. So we'll just step up to here. This will give us full line of sight on him. And we'll just finish beaming him here if we need to. We'll shoot him in the back. In fact, we'll just go for the double shot. We're not going to overheat. That's definitely going to heal him. There is plasma on the way to this mech here. He's not moving this turn either. So we'll just fire off a second shot just to be safe. We'll just make sure he's definitely dead. Now, this tank here is going to be standing right next to him. I'm pretty certain that the collateral damage is going to kill it. But just to be safe, what we'll do is we'll wait until later on in the turn, and we will get you to walk out to about here, and then when you're out to... the next turn we'll be able to shoot him if he's still alive. Meanwhile, the tanks will just cancel their moves. And that should be everything. Let's go. Taking a lot of damage there. I wasn't really paying attention to that. He actually lost his lower body. That was dumb. That was a silly move. Everyone else is destroyed, but we did get a concussed pilot here, which is really frustrating. I should not have left him standing there. He's down and ejected. All that's left is this tank. The tank is concussed. Is that right? Oh, this mech is still up. Wow. Okay. After all of that, that mech is still up. In that case, stop and fire at him. Nope. That's going to get him. I don't think I've really got anyone else in position. Let's go. That should be enough. Yeah, he's dead now. The second beam got him. Okay, I'm a bit annoyed about this guy getting concussed, but we've got time to heal everybody, so it shouldn't be too bad an issue. Just frustrating that I missed that. Okay, well, we need to recover a bucket of bolts. That's fine. This enemy has level 8 green gear. I'm going to just... Actually, I'm going to grab all this so I can custom salvage it. Yeah, and there's nothing else here that I'm not interested in. Alright, and that's still not Vremel liberated, which I was actually surprised. I thought that would be it. Now, how are we looking for health on our pilots? Okay, they're still up in the 70s. That's not too bad. So we need to repair up, and we need to hit one more location. There's a forward base. We've already liberated this. There's a black market. So there's these two areas here, or we hit this farm. We're not going to be able to make the next mission easier. Now, I've only got 4% repair resource left. That is a problem. But we don't really have time to go back and get more, which means we're going to have to deploy damaged mechs. Huh. Or we need to swap out stuff from our inventory. I do have some interesting stuff. That's all stuff we've got equipped as well. Not only having this left is a little bit of a problem considering the difficulty of the fight we're going to have to face. The other option is we fall back to the resupply point and repair and rearm, but that will cause us to lose some of our gains in territory, because we'll lose some battles during that time. We're at 96%. We could ask for home guard reinforcements and go in damaged if we attack this farm. It's going to be quite a hard fight. It's going to be an extremely hard fight to do that. It's probably not the right move. But at the same time, it's meaning we only have to do one more battle rather than maybe 3 or 4. I'm not sure how much we will lose. I'm tempted to go back just to see how much contested we lose. I think I'm going to do that. We can overdrive over at least. We'll see how this goes. It takes about 10 hours to repair and rearm. We're not going to the War Memorial just now, guys. Drop a bomb. Yeah, it is getting really frustrating with that popping up all the time. Building up quite a nice backlog of supplies as well, which should put us in a good stead for getting our guys rebuilt next time we get a new territory to claim. Alright, let's get back and let's repair and rearm. I'm a bit sad about pulling out of the battle zone, but we can't engage with a mech at 65%. That's why we need spare frames. Rest and resupply. So that's going to take 10 hours. There's nothing we can really do about that. Except the stupid bomb event. We've got a new objective in Vremel. We've got 3 objectives now in Vremel. We still haven't lost this battle. If I can take the farm before the battle goes, we've got it. We have 3 hours left, 4 hours left on our rest and resupply, which isn't too bad. Okay, let's everyone back to full health. Let's head back into the front line. The battle still hasn't been lost, so we could actually do this. Also, interestingly, because we pulled out of the province, the enemy response has leveled down, so it's gotten easier. Which, to me, that feels like an error. We are attempting to liberate this province. The enemy shouldn't be reducing their escalation level. That should be static when we're in a province. That's actually a complete exploit. We could pull out, wait for the escalation to drop all the way down, and then just take it very easily. Okay, pin drop. The base is tense and quiet. You can hear a rat-a-tat of guns in the distance and smoke is thick just ahead of you. One of your pilots tries to break the tension with a joke, but there's only nervous laughter in response. As you get close to the fight, you see burning mechs, but they're too damaged to tell which side they may belong to. You turn your eyes away. The whole army sent a distress signal under your head. Are we going to answer it? Okay, so I could radio for help here. I could block scans. It's 302. We're at 240. It's going to be a hard fight, but I think we'll be okay if I just go in. Well, we might as well just block the scans now. We'll go in. We'll keep the scan block. Everybody's ready to go. Let's drop in. Oh, I didn't check the enemy setup. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 enemies in a built-up farm. Okay. Hopefully we get some plasma cannon collateral damage will help us out here. Need to be a bit more careful about where we are as well. You can tell I'm a little bit out of practice with combat, leaving the plasma cannon mech. Oh, hello, cat. Where it was. Oh, if you've been hearing a cat meowing in the background of this video, we just picked up our cats and the dog from where they were staying while we were away, and the quietest cat, the one you'd never hear of, has learned how to meow while we've been away. He's currently on my desk purring, so you might hear him. And he's also been running around the house meowing since we got back, which is really cute. So if you just hear these strange noises, it's just the cat. Alright, what are we starting off with here? We've got an enemy here with a heavy weapon. They are a priority target. What are they equipped with? Looks like a minigun. We've got a tank here with a machine gun, tank here with a machine gun, tank here with a machine gun, tank here with a machine gun. I think this is going to get plasma cannon. That there looks like a great plasma cannon target. What have we got here? A tank with a marksman rifle, a mech here with a shotgun and a shield, a mech here with a compact launcher, a tank with a compact launcher. That is everything. Alright, we're going to use these silos as cover from the compact launcher, so we're going to pull the squad over and use this area as our main firebase. We can then break down this road and left if we're getting pressured and keep the enemy from having good field of fire on us. We're going to try and plasma cannon this collection here really early on. That's going to be a great target for us. Unfortunately, the bucket of bolts is a little bit out of location, which means I'm going to have to bring it forward because the range on its gun is pretty short. So it's going to have to get to here before I can plasma cannon. Now, I'm very aware that this guy is screaming in at high speed, but let's drop a plasma cannon. Is that only 20% chance to hit? That's a bit sad. We're going to drop a plasma cannon shot on him. That's the start of that. Now, we've got a big mix of fire here, but it's the bucket of... No, this is the Alphonse. He's getting shot at by the heavy machine gun here, and they have the short range beam. Obviously, the Gerblin will be an issue here too. Actually, the Gerblin's in a great position to deal with him when he comes up later in the turn. He's got a shotgun. So let's bring you to here. I think you've got a great option for a melee attack here. I don't want to do this like that. He's going to come through, and then what you're going to do is you're going to head here to take out these tanks next turn. So that's just a crash through there. Now we just have a lot of fire coming through from enemies in this direction, which is going to be a bit scary. Let's get you to dash over here and then shields up facing... Oh no, do not eject. Shields up facing northwards for the moment, and then we'll get you to move up. It's too exposed. I don't like that move at all. A lot of these people are shooting at the Gerblin. In fact, let's get you to shield up at the start of this as well, because you're going to be taking a lot of fire from the north. I need to target an enemy just so that he's got cover. Most of them aren't going to be shooting at you until towards your melee attack, but that'll have to do. And then we'll get you to shield again when you come out of it, just because I'm worried about the amount of fire coming your way. You are also going to be taking fire from one... You're going to be taking the minigun fire. Okay, let's get a shield up when that minigun fire is coming in. That's here. That's just so that I know when in the turn that's going to happen. One option is I could bring them forward and try and engage here, but they've got such a short range beam laser. What I could do is dash to here, then come forward to here. They could weather the minigun storm, but then again, I don't want to get close to the minigun. The closer you get to the minigun, the more accurate it is, and the more damage it will do. The other option, really, is to bring them to somewhere like this, right? Bring them down here, and then once the shielding is finished and this attack is completed, get them to laser this guy, and that should be enough to finish him off. That should be, and they've also put a lot of range between them and the enemy. They shouldn't take too much of the machine gun fire. Then we've got Blackbird. I want Blackbird really to be beam lasering their enemy heavy. What's the chance? Because we've got the hit from here. We just want to make sure we don't hit our ally. So just push this back a little bit to here. And then they're out of the way once the beam laser fires. And I think that's our turn. I think that's how we're going to do it. Let's hope this works out. Nice collateral damage there. Ooh, that was a little bit unfortunate with the beam laser, how that worked out. Okay, I didn't really like that. Let's just check that. First of all, let's just check this bit again. So he comes forward here, gets his shield up, blocks the fire. He comes in, hits him really nicely, and then the beam laser clips him as he comes through, and he's just lost. Okay, he's lost his shield, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not great. Let's see how things go here as well. So they come forward. We get good collateral damage, good amount of beam laser damage here. We're not taking too much damage down here either, which is looking quite nice. Got some missiles coming in. That's an interesting collateral compact launcher because that's not an arced fire. Usually the compact launchers are up and down. This is a direct fire launcher. I've not seen that before, which is a little bit of a worry. Okay, we've got some plasma coming in on him. Don't think he's taken that much damage. Okay, he's taken a pretty... Let's go to planning. He's taken quite a lot of damage. This plasma should probably finish him off. Let's get you to fire off a second plasma barrage. We'll actually need to get you to move forward. Get them to move to here. Fire off a second plasma barrage at him. And then... but then again, the missiles. So I get him to walk forward. If we get him to dash... Will he overheat? Because that should mean the missiles miss. If I dodge like in this direction here, the missiles should actually... We want to wait a couple of seconds. So what we want to do is sort of step... You want to try and lead the missile. So if we step backwards and then dash this direction, that should mean the missiles miss. And then we'll just get him to walk over to here to fire off the plasma. And then we'll just push this back a little bit. And hopefully he doesn't take too much fire here. You are here to kill tanks, so... First things first, he's going to... Oh wait, let's give him this move command. Because you've got the range right now. So hit him. Massive overheat. Let's just wait for a little bit of a code, because you've been hit by the heat laser. So let's get you to come around here, in fact. And when you're cool enough, hit him. And take him out, and then just come around, because you can start taking these guys out after that. You don't have a shield anymore anyway. You are not really taking much fire, but what you can do for me is you can hit that tank when he comes forward. So just step forward to here. Actually, that enemy mech is still alive as well. So come around the corner. Are they really going to collide? No, my guy's going to collide with him. That's a problem. We need to deal with that. Is this mech dead? He's concussed. Okay, that's good to know. I need to change this move here, because this move here is not going to work. Let's get you just to step over to here. Or just come around here, actually. Did I wipe your whole turn? Okay, I did. Ugh. You can tell I've got a little bit of jet lag. And let's bring you here. Okay. You don't need to deal with that mech. He did get taken out, so at least that's something. So if you come forward, you don't even need to come forward, actually. You need to come to about here. And you can beam laser him from there, and that should kill him. That'll overheat him, and he'll go down. We need to start picking off a lot of enemies here. There's a lot of enemy tanks that are causing me a little bit of concern. We don't want to fire anywhere at this direction here, because he's going to cross the beam. So let's bring you... I'll get you to dash to here. You're going to overheat to do that. Well, you can shoot at this tank here, and you're not gonna run over anybody. I just want to be very careful about friendly fire. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh wow, the plasma just killed everything. Those missiles as well. I think we managed to dodge the missiles. Okay, so what happened here? This tank here is dead because it crashed. This tank here is dead. This tank here is fine. This all died to the plasma. I want to watch that again. So the plasma comes. These guys are moving forward, looking really quite scary. The plasma comes in. Boom. They're both concussed. They're out. Then the second plasma barrage is coming in as well. He is fine. Let's check over here as well. What happened? What happened here with this tank? It just got hit with a beam laser, yeah? So it launched a second barrage of missiles. Let's not ignore that. He comes in, gets the beam laser on him. And that's just it, isn't it? Yeah, he's dead by this point here. Okay. So how are you doing for health? You're okay. Oh, I wanted to watch actually how we dodged the missiles. So the missiles came in. We dodged them quite nicely. But we did take the damage. Okay, it's the second lot that are... Okay, he took a lot of damage actually. Wow. I thought there was another... group of missiles that we saw spiraling around, but they seem to have disappeared when I've been watching the replays. That might be a missile thing, but you are okay. Yeah, you are okay. Right, let's get you up. He's concussed, yeah, okay. You're going to attack this tank here. He's actually shooting at you, which is not nice. And then come around here and attack. Now, much time do we have left on the beam laser? By the time he gets up there... Okay, the beam laser will have finished, that's fine. Let's get you... Because you could hit this guy in the back as well, if he's still about. Oh, you haven't got the time for it. Well, you can start running in. You are not shooting anything else for the rest of this fight, because the plasma cannon is too deadly. Let's get you up to engage these two tanks, because that's probably all we need, really. As soon as you're in range, just shoot him. And then next turn, we'll get you to start shooting him at the end of the turn. We don't have time, okay. And I don't want you shooting anyone either, because you're too dangerous. Okay, should be a quick finish. He just died from the plasma, nice. He's dead. Just this tank left. Oh, this tank here's still alive. I thought it had crashed. He's gonna die in a second, I'm pretty sure. He is still alive. We need to deal with him because he's doing quite a lot of damage to us. You can deal with that tank. Don't have quite the range though. Actually, just dash to here. Do you have the range from there? You do. Smash him. That should be the end of it. And then you can just shoot this guy, and that'll be the end of that. He's down, and that tank is down. Tank is still alive. I can't believe he's still standing. It's very frustrating. He'll be dead after this. And that should be Ramah liberated. Kaboom. Okay. Don't die. Phew. I should have maybe moved him out of the way. Taking a little too many risks, but I just wanted the fight to finish. That's an interesting compact launcher. It's a direct fire launcher. Get Gremlin's shield back. That's a level 7 machine gun, level 7 machine gun. We'll grab them so we can scrap them. If I take the component, I can scrap them and take the micro components out of them. Let's just grab some stuff as well to sell. Still got some more space free. That's actually everything. Okay. We'll take some of it fully constructed then, so I can pull stuff out of it. Yeah, that's us. Confirmed. And that should be Ramah liberated. Province liberated. Thanks to your efforts, the enemy was driven out of a contested province. Resistant forces will hold it from here on out. Okay. Let's get everyone back to the resupply point. Complete victory. The invaders have slunk away with their tails between their legs thanks to your decisive and bold maneuvers. Multiple messages come in from different officers in the home army. Grateful for your contributions. The radios are also jammed with messages of celebrations of flying from town to town in the area, all happy to contribute to kicking the last invaders from their lands. A pilot approaches you while others are distracted by the celebrations going on. Can we celebrate, boss, just for tonight? So I don't have any booze, so we can't celebrate, but we can join the parade. Okay, so the enemy have now jumped up again. So we're looking at level 10 enemies now, right? I can actually see this time. Level 11 there, level 10 there. So we need to make sure we have our gear upgraded. If we have a look at our team, Bucket of Bolts is currently showing us level 8, Gerblin is showing us 8, Alphonse is showing us 8, and the Blackbird is showing us level 7. So what we need to do is we need to manufacture new gear, especially armor for our mechs. We want to customize it. So what we have to think about is what we want to make our mechs. How we actually want to configure our army here. So that's what we're going to do, is just have a quick discussion on that and then leave that for next time. So we have access to Arrow Heavy, Arrow Light, and Arrow Medium. It's a pretty standard bit of gear. There's no recoverable, no recharging energy on Arrow. From what I remember, it is all just armor, so I don't really like using it. We also have access to Arrow Medium, which is... I can't remember Arrow. No, sorry, Asgard. Asgard's pretty heavy. That's not a bad one. We can build a whole Arrow mech. For a rare on that, I can only build one rare component right now, but I can build quite a lot of uncommon. We have 100 uncommon, and we have 2,844 supplies. So you're looking at 200 to make a full mech. You're looking at quite a lot. Is that just for heavy? Is it cheaper if I do a light? Just looking. No, light's about the same. Okay, so you need 2 arm pieces, which will cost you 420. Then you need a lower body piece, which will cost you 270. And then you need an upper piece, which will cost you 390. So we've got enough to build basically 2 full mechs. I also need to think about weapons as well. We do have some level 10 weapons on the side. So I need to think about what I want to make here. Are we wanting maybe a heavy, 2 mediums, and a light? Are we wanting to stick with our quite medium-heavy build? And who do we want to go with as well? We've got Arrow, we've got Asgard Heavy, Bane Medium, Blackbird Medium, I like Blackbird a lot, Elbrus Medium, Helga Heavy, Nox Heavy, Nox Light, Nox Medium. Subasa Light is a very lightweight armor, and Vidar Heavy, which is quite advanced. We also can build weapons and armor if we want to. We've got access to quite a lot in here. But I'm thinking we're okay on weapons. I'm also going to see if we can fit in some capacitors or heat sinks into these. That's something quite big. I also, remember, I have quite a lot of stuff I can scrap in here that does need scrapped. So we will actually have quite a lot of supplies available to us. In fact, I'm going to just dump everything that's under level 9 right now because I don't need to keep... Okay, so after scrapping all the stuff we don't actually need, we're sitting at 4,870 supplies with 22 rare components, which is actually quite nice. So we need to put together a plan for how we're going to build our mechs for the next section of the game. So please, if there's anything you want to see or anything you want to go through, put your suggestions in the comments. We'll build it together next time, and we'll get moving on into liberating the rest of the provinces. We should see an update by then as well, which I'm really excited for. Our next target is probably going to be Hosfred. Logate is also an option, or we could go back to Balakin, which is reset itself. They are all good options, and that's what we want to do next. But for now, thank you so much for watching. It's so good to be back, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.